You ever wonder what thought transmission is, or everyone is you pushed out? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have a really exciting video about everyone is you pushed out, and I intend that everybody sees something that they can change in this video, because I'm going to share something from my life that I actually just discovered, and I intend that it helps you to find something in your life. So before I get started, if you want to ask me, Amanda, a question, definitely click the link below for the Patreon group. I do answer your questions on the YouTube live. If also we are having a contest for any comments from now until we get to 100,000 subscribers. We're giving away 3 coaching sessions with the coach of your choice. So yeah, all you need to do to enter is to comment down below, share, subscribe, and comment of what you've manifested with our videos. Yes, so let's dive straight into this thought transmission. Everyone is you pushed out. So I'm going to start with a little story. And this is actually a success story. This is very much a success story of everyone is you pushed out and how it works. But what I'm going to do to illustrate sort of in this story is I was creating this and then I was getting upset at it. So it's actually quite comical. So we're going to start with this story. So everyone is you pushed out. So first of all, everyone knows from this channel how that works is your thoughts transmit. Okay, so you could hold your thought in your head, intending that Jerry be on time, and then Jerry will be on time because it transmits over to him. Okay, so that's how thought transmission works. Your thoughts are constantly beaconing out to everybody because it's your reality. This is your quantum bubble. So your thoughts create your reality. So you'll see all your thoughts reflect back to you. Okay, so that's being said. So now, one thing that always seems to happen to me until recently was every time I went to go buy something or to do something or something broke, and then all of a sudden my first thought would be like, oh great, well, you know what, how am I gonna, like, now what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? Okay, that would be my thought. And then sure enough, you all know where this is going. Okay, so the other day I was in Walmart and I wanted this like table and chair set, and I thought to myself, oh great. I'm like, you know what? And she's like, oh, it's out of stock. And I was like, oh, I'm like, great. Now what am I gonna do? I think. And then all of a sudden she was like, she looks at me and she says, I'll tell you what you're gonna do. And that's what she says. And she says, and she gives me this really long laundry list of instructions. Like, I'm not kidding. They were so long. And I was like, I get annoyed because my thought is, what? You don't know I know what I'm doing? You don't think I know how to find this, how to get this, like, this table set that I want? Anyway, so what I realized, okay, and see if you guys are doing this as well in any parts of your life, was every time that I had a problem, right, I thought to myself, now what am I going to do? And then because everyone is me pushed out, the first person that was there decided to always tell me, oh, this is exactly what you're going to do. And I'm like, oh, great. Okay, so and then it would annoy me. So because I would make it mean that I didn't know what I was, that they didn't think I knew what I was doing. So, so there's a really good example, and then I actually had to sit down for a bit and go, okay, how am I creating this? Like, why are people, constantly doing this? And then I realized, what I was doing, what my thought was. So there's a couple different points to this story. So first of all, everything is empty and meaningless. So they were only giving me this long laundry list of instructions of what to do because that was what my thought was. And everyone is you pushed out, that's got to come back to you, right? Now, the other thing, right, is I was making it mean, that I wasn't good enough, which was causing an emotional reaction. Okay. Now, the third thing is I didn't even know how I was creating it, because now what am I going to do was a thought that's just sort of been there for so long that, I had to actually stop and listen. So basically, there was 2 things that I had to do. I had to say, okay, what's that thought I'm having that's creating this? Okay, so I said, how am I creating people to do this? And that's when I realized what I was saying. The other way you can do it is you can just basically catch yourself in those moments when you say, oh, why are they doing this? Oh, do they think I'm, not good enough or something? You've got to just get on your mental diet and start that way, and then you can reprogram it that way. But I mean, basically, right, like all too often, these are basically things that happen. So, I've created people to care about me in the past past, and caring has come across as nagging, right? You know, and then it's like, oh, you know, it's so basically I've said, oh, well, you know what, they nag because they care. So of course, now when I say I intend for so-and-so to care about me, they're going to nag because I've now created nagging to be caring. Okay, so what I'm saying, okay, and I intend that you're following this, is to take a look in your life where you're doing this as well, because everyone is you pushed out. So anytime that you're upset, anytime that you're not feeling good, or things come across and you're not sure where they came from, instead of questioning how you created it, just start recreating it by, you know, stopping yourself and getting on top of your thoughts in that moment, right? So, you know, another good way to do it, right? You know, if you look and you're like, okay, I always get annoyed. Why am I getting annoyed? Well, you know, I'm getting annoyed because of duh. Okay, well then the answer is always going to be, well, they don't mean it. Everything is empty and meaningless. Do you get what I'm saying? So you want to kind of have that moment where you talk yourself out of your thoughts, especially if you're emotional reacting. But I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure each and every one of you, if you make an intention right now to, you know, find where you're doing things like this, you know, where you've intended or you created people to do a certain thing, and then it makes you upset or, you know, angry. It's not that you would create that it doesn't bother you anymore. You just create that they don't do it anymore. They do something else instead. Okay. So yeah, take a look at your lives. Where are you guys doing that in your life? I'll tell you, since I've been catching myself, and now, okay, here's my solution. Every time something happens, instead of I thinking, what am I going to do now? I think to myself, I'm like, who's going to fix this for me? So you just got to catch and replace those sort of thoughts, right? So again, yeah, take a look in your relationships and anywhere else in your lives, right? You know, everyone is you pushed out, and, you know, it's about reminding yourself of this and keeping yourself on track. So one of the biggest things that I'm going to suggest, and I've done this for years, is write a list of everyone as you pushed out manifestations, okay? People doing things, people saying things, and do more than one, like do a variety of them, because the more that you have of them, the better, the more likely that they are going to show up. Okay. Like the more likely, because you want a range. You don't want everything that you have resistance to. You want things that you do and you don't, you know, you want a good variety. Anyways, guys, this is amazing. It seems like forever since we've done this. Guys, thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you guys for everything on this channel, and we're so happy that a lot of you guys, the majority of you guys, have changed your life. So definitely comment down below. Let other people know that there's hope. You know, something that may have been a tiny thing that you've manifested may be something someone else is struggling with, and just you commenting that you were able to do it may mean the world to them and to help them to change it. So let's all help each other, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.